Beyond this day, let's try to celebrate. We have saved your money now. You can stand behind. We are here waiting for you. We are trying to proceed alone. What? We are going forward. We know where. We have almost here and we don't have a we are here. When we get there, we are going to get there.
We are not going anywhere.
Where is it in the rules of the sport? It is us to wait for the judicial officer. That's true. Yes. Not for the judicial officer. I
don't know when you're finding it hard allow us enter and seek the court.
I want them to
when we are here, we should
in the court.
It's also when you lose patience, we are going to
that's why it's so hard to disorganize us.
when you lose patience, we are going to enter. We can't wait here for it. In fact, by not allowing us, you are showing a clear image that that is not court. Because in court, we sit earlier.
We have to prepare.
But now you are making us stand as if we are useless here. No.
So they are using legal notices.
The Lord Mayor enters with his team.
Yes, but we get it.
Here is the updated list of 40. Yes. Yes. It's a list of 40.
We are 40 lawyers. Have this list. Kindly have this list of 40.
Yes, that is the updated list.
Please.
41.
Not mayor. Not mayor.
One more lawyer has joined.
Avoid having non-lawyers. Not those who are not lawyers joining your group. How should we proceed? What we can do, it's okay. We can agree. If you want to read out the name, we can stand here. Whoever you read, we stand here.
No.
After reading, we got the team.
Yes.
And we enter.
We shall raise up our hands. We raise up. Yes, yes. We can't move forward. We rather raise up. We can't
We expect 4 more.
Gentlemen, let's listen. We are going to read them as we come now. Okay. Thank you. Sasa wangali Karua. Ernest Lusere Karibara.
Afande, can I help you to read? Pardon? He's on the application list.
We wanted to we assemble the phone. Okay. Let's vote. They have read the names. Let's stand here.
go. That's how. After you read, you go.
What is that space?
Okay, thank you.
Already here.
Ronald Samuel Wanda is here. Chief Michael.
He's on his way. I'm here.
Bayan Turinawe.
Bayan is on his way.
Has an affidavit.
On his way with an affidavit.
Mugaga Mukumbe Karemire.
On his way.
Abudala Chuanuka.
On his way.
Akat Shabaronad.
I'm present.
Around.
Isaac Akwagara. Kabuye Rodans.
He's here.
Narwoga Mariam.
He's here.
Nabunya Irene.
She's here.
Baruch Kamlejea. Kata Wilson. John Matansimbi.
Around.
Cyrus Ogun.
Here.
Tukume KB Moses.
Available.
Irumba Robert.
Available.
Akachimba Godfrey.
Available.
Muiz Samuel.
Very available.
Enap Dennis Adim.
On his way.
Kijam Gideon. Cotton. Retired Major Ronald Iduri.
Arrested.
No, it really was abducted.
Almeida is here.
General Rafael.
There is the handwritten one. They updated this.
Read the handwritten.
Read the handwritten one.
Kasukwa Edwin.
Available.
Gideru Kiembe.
Available.
Bowe Isan.
The name is Bowe Ivan.
Margaret
is here.
Elaimu Ngoge Wambuku.
She's here. Haya, sawa.
Those who have been involved, right? Those who have been arrested, please.
Gentlemen,
The way is blocked.
A reminder, if you are not on the list, and you are called inside, go.
We are going to Now, you can go back, I think. Go back.
Your side.
We came to attend the court, not to sit in the shade. They're going to sort you.
Please, let's go and wait for them.
We want to enter court. That's what brought us here.
I wait, okay.
Members of Parliament and to attend. Members of Parliament and your husband will come tomorrow. Will come tomorrow. No, I'm sorry. Let's see how this design will be. Stop it, stop it. Wait, let us pass. Yeah, yeah. I am with the owner. Now stop there. Stop there.
Aha, court.
Wait. I have been to and I know you have
Zoom. Recognize this face.
Chairman and court members, attorneys for the state, Colonel Rafael Kizza, Captain Ambrose Guma, and Lieutenant Griffin Brown. Honorable Colonel, can you introduce your activity? My name is Besigye. I'll be addressing this on the issue of the leadership of the team much later. But for me, Mr. Chairman, introduce to you Council Ernest Karibala, Bishop, Kizza, Kola Williams Elias, Ronald Samuel Wanda, Chinto Mike, Kato Musime, Pakuru Musime, Second Yako Abubakar, George William Mukura, Nihira Boscovia, Katushabe Ronald, Isaac Wagara, Kabuye Lawrence, Naruoga Miriam, Faruku Kamrekea, Kato Wilson, Silas Ogul, Tugume Kebi Moses, Irumba Robert Tumusime, Akakimpa Godfrey, Samuel Muyezi Mulindwa, Kijambu Gordon Mukisa, Alini Twe Peter. Now we have issues here with the retired Major Ronald Iduri, who is part of the legal team. But as you will be notified, Mr. Chairman and honorable members, we received some disturbing news this morning that he was abducted in the wee hours, and one of our colleagues will substantiate on that because it's a matter of concern for our legal team. We also have Edwin Kafura, Bowe Alfan, Apollo Katumba is here. And before you are 3 visiting jurists. That is Margaret Nangapovi from Angola. And also, Gisheru Kiremo from Kenya is visiting jurist. And Mr. Chairman, last but not least, our team leader, the lead counsel, Martha Wangari Karua, is here. Mr. Chairman, there are 2 issues we really need to address. One about the seating arrangement in this court, because the way we are seated, and I can't even say we are seated, some of our colleagues can see, they can't execute their duties effectively under such circumstances when they are standing. And we need to confirm from time to time on how to deal with the matter. So there is that housekeeping matter which we thought would have been addressed prior to the commencement of the proceedings. Unfortunately, Mr. Chairman, you can see we are really disjointed the way we are seated, and we needed to act as a team because we have all been instructed to deal with this matter. So I request, Mr. Chairman, that you be pleased to direct that matter be addressed. Second issue, Your Worship, is in regard to Mr. Chairman, is in regard to the leading counsel The last time we appeared here, we had generally note that their processes we are still pursuing, Mr. Chairman, regarding our practicing certificate, be able to have audience before this honorable tribunal. It's actually on that account that this honorable tribunal deemed it necessary to have the proceedings deferred to allow us that time to finalize the process. Where we stand today, the status quo has not changed, Mr. Chairman. There are matters which are still before the Law Council. We have gotten a communication from the Law Council which we would like to share with you, Mr. Chairman, and the response has been made by the senior council here. We are waiting their pronouncement on the same or further processes, because we feel this is a matter of great concern to not only the accused persons, but also this honorable tribunal, given its centrality on the constitutional processes in this country. Mr. Chairman, I don't need to delve so much into the provisions of Article 28. Actually read together with Article 23, the right to fair hearing, and the cornerstone of that particular right. Part of it is indeed effective representation of the accused persons. The accused persons have got a prerogative which is constitutional in nature, to choose lawyers they deem competent enough to deal with their matter. And under Article 28, this honorable tribunal is enjoined to facilitate the accused persons with all what they require to be able to prepare their defense effectively. And one of the tools they require to effectively prepare their defense is to have a formidable and competent team duly constituted. So in a nutshell, Mr. Chairman, we are still in the process of having our team fully constituted, because right now our legal council has not been cleared by the Law Council, and there are issues that have been raised by the Law Council, one of which being, Mr. Chairman, the need to prove that there is value addition she's going to make in this matter, and that will prove that indeed her presence in this matter is critical, is important for effective dispensation of justice. We intend to do that because it has been one of the key issues raised by the Law Council. The other issue they raised that they have no precedent of this nature where it's been a cross-border practice in criminal matters. That in the history of this country, in all the jurisprudence we have never had a single criminal case attracting a lawyer from a foreign jurisdiction. That is something which is equally fundamental. We want to establish whether indeed representation by jurists from a different jurisdiction is restricted to civil matters, because that is a contention within this ruling of the Law Council. And finally, Mr. Chairman, the question of East Africa integration. Mr. Chairman, allow me, with your permission, Mr. Chairman, I just want to prove to court that the Honorable Martha Karua here holds an East African passport, which is a valid document in Uganda.
I think Council Kwagu, we are not going into those issues. We all read the news about the decision of the law council. You tell us the way forward to address court and how we have the next move.
Sir Chairman, I wasn't advised that court had read newspapers. So it's the reason I was laying the foundation. For this case, I thought court acts on evidence, and I wanted to submit this to court for record purposes. And with all due respect, I don't know which newspaper I can quote.
That being the case, we have talked before court started. And even we agreed that she has to be given a seat, but she will not participate in the proceedings. So if you are the one leading the team, proceed about the case.
Precisely the point I was making, I have not been instructed to lead the team. The instructions to lead the team remain with the Honorable Master Karua. And that is the point I very much wanted to put on record to guide the proceedings. And with your permission, allow me to submit this document together with the response given by the Honorable Martha Karua. These documents for record purposes. The response is here. Mr. Chairman, if you may, for record purposes. So the long and short of it, Mr. Chairman, as I sum up my submissions, the accused persons are still in the process of constituting their legal team, and this is what we are still dealing with. And it's an inalienable right, a non-derogable right under our constitution that they must be accorded the right to a fair hearing. They must be accorded the facilities to be able to adequately and effectively prepare their defense. So we are still at that stage, Mr. Chairman and honorable members. I beg to submit. So I will let my colleagues, Mr. Chairman, add on, because I mentioned the abduction of retired Major Iduri and a couple of other issues. I beg to submit, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the Royal Tribunal, the Military Tribunal. On the issue of
Council Kizza, if you read the UPDF Act, we don't have the word tribunal in the UPDF Act.
The English meaning of tribunal is court.
You read the Act. What does it? What is court?
Judge Advocate, you are not supposed to exchange with me. You are not a member of the court. You should advise it, and they tell me. You are not a member of the court. You are not a member of the court. You advise the court and go to rules.
Listen, my advice to this court is final.
It is not.
I advise you.
No. You are not a member of court. He is not a member of court.
Can you first read section 169 of the UPDF Act?
Read it.
And section 2.
Read it. Read it.
You read that.
No, read it. No, you can't read it. You are not court.
Can you listen?
We have rules of this court. It is not going to be like a political rally. Read section 169 and section 212. We don't know about that.
I'm sorry about the interruption.
You wait till they read for you the law, because you may end up in the wrong hands of the law today.
Even you may end up today.
Just listen and they read for you.
Order, please. Order, please. First listen to what the judge advocate is saying, and then we proceed.
This is a court. I don't want to hear the word tribunal because it's not under the impudent fact.
That is a guidance that only comes from the court, members of the court, not from a judge advocate.
This is Kizza, section 212. Witnesses and advocates at military courts. And I will refer you to subsection 9. Any conduct of an advocate before a unit disciplinary committee or court martial that would be liable to censure or be contempt of court if it took place before a civil court is likewise liable to ensure or is contempt of court in the case of a unit disciplinary committee or court martial, and the provisions governing the procedure of unit disciplinary committees or court martial are binding upon an advocate appearing before unit disciplinary committee or court martial, and willful disobedience of provisions shall, if served in be deemed in contempt of court, punishable in accordance with section 169. So, what section 169? Section 9. Section 169 offenses in respect of military courts. I take you to 1T. Any person who, being an advocate, conducts himself or herself in a manner described in section 212, subsection 9, will have committed an offense and is liable to conviction to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 5 years. So, as you address this court, I'm just giving you another warning that you must read the law. We are in court, we are not on the rally.
The provisions made. The provisions made. Whatsoever he has made, he cannot in any way determine what we advocates for the defense say. We are not under his command, and no can we determine what he decides.
No, you can say it, but be orderly. You are not going to
what counsel should say on our behalf, and do not have that right.
So can I read to you the rules? I'm the judge advocate of this court, and I'm the one responsible for making sure that everything moves on procedure here. You cannot be a judge in our own court. That's why we report here.
This course, they are the investigator, arrester, prosecutor, judge. What are you talking about?
Where get those facts?
Do you want to surprise the facts of abduction? Do you?
So,
Do you want to surprise
Kizza,
them?
you can go ahead and submit. I'll give you them.
So, we are talking.
Eka kuma iko. Kone kone mbi. Jikume kumbi.
Yes, thank you for the guidance of the defense lawyers are working. So, Honorable Chairman and members of this military tribunal, we have three issues which my senior land counsel alluded to, but I will start with the abduction because abduction is a derogation of Article 44, Paragraph C of the 1995 Ugandan Constitution. It is a sacrosanct right that should be not so. I'm not talking about the abduction of the accused persons from Kenya to Uganda and they are in concomitant, incommunicado detention, which has resulted into this proceeding. What I'm talking about is that a member of our defense team, retired Major Idure Bernard, has been abducted this morning towards 5 a.m. and he's not able to represent Dr. Kizza Besigye and Hajurutale Obied Kamlegia. And that means we are unable, our hands are tied. Our team is complete. Even if it was complete, there's a lot to say about that, but we want to note that we feel that this is a form of intimidation on the legal team. The last time I appeared here, in the morning I found soldiers on my office. I ignored them because if they had touched me, I would have beaten them. But there are some members of this team who don't want an association of soldiers around their offices, around their homes. Major Idure didn't open the door for them. They broke the door and he left the phone on, and his siblings would hear the wreckage, reminiscent of the abduction of Kkooti, how it unfolded. So we hope this Honorable Military Tribunal can rein to the conduct of the military so that we don't have a repetition of this unfortunate development whereby a member of the Kkooti and the Besigye defense team is arrested for precisely doing their work. If we would have not been arrested, he would be here with us and be in a much better shape, including even on the knowledge of the rules. Because I started practicing with him for this Honorable Military Tribunal in 2014. I have been around, started in Kasese, one Undujo, one in Jinja, and I'm an old hand at this. We have 3 visiting jurists, and one of them is seated here on the front because she's the team leader. She will not speak, she will not submit when eventually we get to trial, but her right as senior counsel to sit at the bar is untouchable. Then the seating arrangement, your Honorable Chairman and members of this military tribunal, we are unable to proceed with any further when our colleagues are standing. Because there is no way we can proceed in this fashion. We pray that this Honorable Court sorts the seating arrangement of our colleagues before, as a defense, we can proceed any further. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, for record purposes, my name is Roy Basinal Kora. I rise to express our displeasure as regards the manner we have been treated and the entrance. When we enter here in these premises, we are supposed to be officers of court, but we should be treated as such. However, after here, we go back when we don't need any further gym, any further After here, we are so tired. As we talk now, we are extremely tired because of the mistreatment. The soldiers take us through. This should be changed. Indeed, there is nothing which resembles a court, depending on the conduct of the soldiers out there. Mr. Chairman, it is my humble request that this honorable tribunal benchmarks with the other courts allow us the permission to treat it as a court. Indeed, the way we are treated, we are right to say that we and our clients are being persecuted. Our clients are not being prosecuted, but rather persecuted. Your soldiers out there are determining who to lead us, where to sit, who speak what. Indeed, we are not ready with that kind of treatment. This is not what is done in courts of judicature. Something must be done, Mr. Chairman. As you lead by example, that example must be seen. That is the model. By example, we lead. That is the UPDF model. But sincerely, there is nothing to emulate from the conduct of soldiers out there. Treating us as if we are criminals, or as if we are convicts. We are not. We are good people, and we love you guys. We love you, soldiers. Don't treat us like that. Kkooti. Thank you.
Chairman, let's go out to the issue of representation. How many people find destruction with you?
Let me handle. Honorable Chairman, and can I speak? Can I speak? What's your point?
They have asked to make us not keep again.
I'm requesting to speak. I'm not imposing right now. Have you said anything about what
We want an answer from
Mr. Chairman, I request we respect the rules, regulation of process section. When an advocate is instructed, they have a right audience. Each of us here were instructed to represent the accused persons. So if it is all the 40 were to speak, they breach the law. So I kindly and humbly request the judge advocate to hold the fire.
No, the issue is we want to know who filed the practitioner certificate with the registrar.
But the thing is, we have put the names on record. We want those who are supposed to. Yes.
We want the practitioner certificate of every advocate appearing here, and it is done with the national court.
Please, order, please. Honorable Salukwago, I wanted to talk about that in my just small communication here. When you talked of sitting arrangement, from what the registrar has, he told us 10 people who are fulfilling the requirement. And that's why the arrangement is like that. We expected 10 people, and those who have not fulfilled to be in the seats there. Why? First of all, Council Babu, you are self. You did what you are supposed to do. Others did not do it. And what is that? Why is it like that? Why is it like that? The judge advocate was asking the registrar, to update the code. How many people or who are they who fulfill the requirements? Can you please
in the prayer in the arrest of that ruling of the Registrar General's thing, reading of the list, because there is a constitutional matter now at play, the right to a fair hearing. The last time I checked, Uganda was being governed by a constitution. In section 2 of that article 2 of that constitution, it was binding on all authorities, all persons, including the judge advocate, including this court, every member, and it is to the effect of that constitution that the right to a fair hearing is sacrosanct. That right to a fair hearing includes the accused persons, in this case our clients, choosing their lawyers, the number of the lawyers, and even now as we speak, they can add on the number of lawyers. It is not the province of any court in any land, not even the Supreme Court can tell the accused.
Council Kizza, we are not limiting anybody. We are just talking about the procedure.
I am trying to say that that procedure, to the extent that it tries to stop Besigye from hiring a new lawyer right now and submitting for you, is null and void. And the solution to such a null and void notices is in several provisions of the Constitution. There is 274, and another is 1262. The 1262 says that substantive justice, and there is no justice more substantive than the right of the lawyer, the right of an accused to choose their lawyer. And that right, when I say it's sacrosanct, I mean it cannot be modified by anyone, not even the President of the Republic of Uganda can modify the right to fair hearing. Right now, even as we are speaking, we can substitute counsel. As we speak, we can get a new counsel. So the idea of 48-hour notice, we reject it as null and void. Family, we are not, the fact that me and Rupabu brought a notice does not mean that we are amending the Constitution of Uganda. That was a bonus, and since the accused have since added on the lawyers, and no one can tell the accused which lawyers appear today. That's why we are unable to proceed without our colleagues.
Mr. Chairman, if I can proceed. Maybe if the issue before this tribunal is about whether one qualifies to be an advocate and have audience before you, it should be clear, and I have my missing certificate with me here. I can provide it. Two, I raised on an issue that is very clear. Under the Constitution, the formation of the UPDF and Article 208, I will go to 2. That the Uganda People's Defense Forces shall be non-partisan, national in character, patriotic, professional, disciplined, productive, and subordinate to the civilian authority as established under this Constitution. We form part of the civilians, Mr. Chairman of the Tribunal. 2. Clause 3 is that members of the Uganda People's Defense Forces shall be citizens of Uganda and of good character. Mr. Chairman and your tribunal, the character depicted by the members at your interest there is not of good character. Secondly, I can see you have your name tags on your uniforms, including these people.
Those issues, that's why we are here. First of all, we are sorting out the issue of advocates.
Yes,
Honorable Kwango said people are standing. You are going taking us astray.
Advocate judge, let me address my issue, then you can respond.
No, because that issue,
this is a very sensitive issue.
Councillor has talked about it.
With all due respect, my issue is a different issue. It's about identification of the people that you put at the center as we enter. You can't know who manhandled me, who battered me, and you should act as good examples to the rest of the people. You are people with superior powers to guide the professionalism and conduct of the people. Why can't that be so that we know who is addressing us and at what time by putting on then I think.
Council have heard about the conduct, and I have heard from your side. I will interact with those people at the gate who are manning the security. I believe that one will be solved.
Just trustee, you have said you have your PC. I don't think anybody is going to put on a suit and tie and come here and serve a lawyer. So we are going to prove that by a PC. If you don't have a PC filed with the registrar, we shall not recognize you in this court.
Chairman, we take exception. Lawyers certified to appear in any court once they are on record. So if you are in doubt whether one has got a PC, that can always be addressed. But it's not that every time we come here, we brandish our PCs. Here it is, here it is, here it is.
There are those who have not submitted.
So there is what we call the digital system and the court. Even if you want to know the lawyers who are elected to practice, you can Google them. The Uganda Law Society website, they are public, are available. That should not be a problem. It's not a problem of their choosing. I think whoever is trying to create that problem should deal with it, but the accused has chosen competent lawyers, and whoever is in doubt of their qualifications should Google them.
And for any doubt, they can proceed to the law council for those who will be out.
Yes, he who alleges must prove. You are saying you are not going to ask no. It's not negotiable, by the way.
Who gives us right to write to the different minister? The names are available. They were made 3 times on the gate as we are being searched, as we are entering this courtroom. So we cannot provide the same routine. How many times are we going to provide? The voice in your tribunal. Then the answer without the guidance of the say, I have scrutinized the different minister by the letter, and the letter is submitted saying this one and this one are not important. That will be possible. It is not him that is who is an answer because he does not want the wrong man.
I don't hold it, but I am moving the other regulation of government.
You don't satisfying of the authority. Satisfying that somebody is missing.
Anyway, the matter is simple, and my guidance is final. I'm telling you, you have fired your pieces in the register.
Mr. Chairman, we should hear the pronouncement of that, whether the interpretation by the judge advocate is final and is binding on all this court and on all of us, whether it is either divisive or not, whether it is dispositive or not, and we need to get the position of that. Because otherwise that is the violation of the principles of fair hearing. Because we are here to be advised and the decision made.
For avoidance of doubt, we do not need to hear from the chairman to know that that advocate is missing what? The primary character, the defining feature of any tribunal, including quasi-judicial tribunals, is judicial independence. It says they will swallow it, work, rhyme, and sinker. Then we have no business here.
We don't have a tribunal here.
I don't know how many times I will tell you that this is a military tribunal. There is a dictionary, you can look it up. The meaning of tribunal. I'm getting tired.
I think it's Council Kwabo, we are not being dishonest because I don't see what harm does it make you to follow the procedure and bring your PC and the instructions to register so that we know people we are dealing with. What's wrong with that? Why do we waste time on this?
Because, Honorable Chairman, we have put it in black and white, we have put ink, paper, we have...
And you are asking court to find out, to go on Google and find out whether you are practicing or doing what?
In the cases where you can just go return from holiday, and in the cases where the court doesn't want to go, they formally write to the chief registrar of the courts of communication, and the chief registrar writes back indicating that this person is not enrolled or licensed for this year, or he is. That is how the procedure for courts that once they are sold to do.
You talked of
retired Major Italy was arrested a few minutes towards 5 a.m. this morning by members of the Joint Security Team, including the military, which this military tribunal belongs. And that's why we are using the good officers, the civil
to pressurize them to produce them to court so that we can start from there. Otherwise,
our complaint, Your Honor, is that Mr. Chairman, is that he is a member of the defense team. The reason this team is incomplete is because he has been abducted by members of UPDF.
And that's what I'm saying. It's good you know who arrested them. Members of UPDF, I think there are many departments. I don't know who arrested him. Is it the court or is it the who arrested him?
Not the court. They are the ones we met there without staff. The guys we met at the gate, they are also like them. They are without staff. Some of them are. Yes, it's a nasty situation. Your Honor, when the abduction is terrible.
Yes, you know them, that one can happen.
We are military strangers. We just know they are military men, but they are not identifiable.
If he's brought here, then we will listen. The Council of Kwabo again talked about the Lead Council, Madame Kalua, I think, who is not clear. Who is not cleared by the Royal Council, according to the document you have presented here. So before she is not cleared, I don't know what you have. Can you read the team or
Chair and honorable members, I unequivocally stated that the prerogative rests with the chosen person to choose who leads the team. But from the instructions we got from council here, the Borough Council, if I may read page 3 of page 6, paragraph G. The Law Council is composed of members who have full-time jobs in other government agencies and as private practitioners. They require adequate notice in order to meet and consider applications. We believe they have not had ample time to canvass all the issues they needed to deal with, given that statement. So it would be premature for any decision to be taken at this stage before we exhaust all these processes. We believe the Law Council, in making that statement, they wanted to get more time to deal with this. Never mind that they indicated some issues which we find objectionable, like the political connotations and other matters, which we can put squarely to them. And as I indicated earlier, Chairman, the Honorable Martha Karu has made a strong rebuttal to all the issues that have been raised here, which has been served on the Law Council. We are yet to be favored by a response. We believe now that there is a rebuttal and the issues they were raising have been adequately responded to. They are going to reconvene and take an appropriate decision. So this we are saying on the understanding that the accused persons have got a right to constitute a legal team to defend them. The right to legal representation is sacrosanct, is non-derogable. That is the whole point. And they want to have an effective team. And these are not the usual proceedings we have in such a. Because if it was just an ordinary case where you are trying a matter which does not cut across different jurisdictions, Mr. Chairman, the charge sheet is very clear. The accused were picked from a different jurisdiction, Kenya, and they were brought here without going through the due process, without an extradition order, without a deportation order. So the jurisdiction where they are picked from is where you are having the senior counsel coming from. And that is the reason we find it strange, the reason advanced by the Law Council, that they don't expect any special skill the senior counsel is going to bring onto this matter. Maybe they were oblivious of these facts, but now that there is a rebuttal, we are confident that they are going to reconsider this matter. So I cannot arrogate myself the duty of the council when the instructions are on the contract. I thank you, Mr. Chairman.
It is okay, Council. If that process is finalized, we'll follow you. So you wanted to say anything?
When you look at our police, how they are conducting themselves for this court, and when they are now comforting those young boys, what do you expect? If they can behave the way they are behaving when they are here, those small boys, the approach must change. Their approach. Then my prayer. This court is that which has to say is not called country. Why for it? The council has been and discussing the merits of this case. This court has one. The charge sheet is from there. I feel like what has been discussed. Why understanding?
Yes, can I substantiate myself? No, if you sit down, when I read, if my lawyer wants us to sit, don't mess up like that. If I stand up, you sit. I don't mind. No, that is okay. Then you need the rest. No, you see, when lawyer stands up, you sit automatically. You need another that is
I want you to know if you submit and then you are
yes, I'm possessed of wisdom and knowledge. Yes. Yes, I'm possessed. I'm happy.
you know where you are supposed to take your grievances. Why do you take your grievances to your family? No, this is good. Why is it getting the complaints from your family? Why don't everyone agree to the battle? You know you are supposed to come for another court. When you appear here, you first make pressures outside the court. When you thought that you must first make pressures you come to the court, you said it was yes, one of our was that you are doing. Come when you are proposing, and when you are preparing to proceed with the matter. So I pray that these people be restrained from talking about the matter which is before. You can see somewhere, I can hear a group of lawyers and we hear the lawyers. I'm not happy to talk with him, but I think he's looking for evidence. But some people come here just to make a shock. Honest Karibara is here. He's an obstructed lawyer. I'm not seeing him making any noise. No, he's looking for evidence. Not at all. So I pray that these lawyers be restrained from discussing the matters, especially touching the evidence. So if you go with the judge, so what will the public do? We are going to evaluate what the pastor that will be the direction. So in the beginning, the direction I wanted to be saying this person was abducted and no, we are not having the person for was abducted. This African protocol allows us to enter into various arrangements and engagements. And among those engagements, there is a memorandum of understanding between the Republic of Uganda and the Republic of Kenya on cooperation in defense and security matters. And under that arrangement, it is where we have the two accused persons for this court. Let us say,
I am objecting to your conduct. We are not yet at that point, so the issues raised by counsel. But I don't there is not even a disclosure of what you're stating.
no.
Let us not wasting our time.
Not waste our time by proceeding.
Don't waste our time. Don't waste our time. There is a dictionary, so you sit down. No, we need a motion. We need a
We are not taking your
So I was saying that this my prayer is let those who are involved in this matter be restrained from discussing this case. The charge sheet is effective. The charge sheet is effective. You know what I'm saying? It's not the public that is going to verify. Chairman, I pray that his reform was made.
Be arrested. And it was being said, let them be arrested.
You have a responsibility application. Does not be grounded on matters of law. I believe he attempted to submit on issues of sub-judice. I hope we have come adequately prepared to make his own submission on agricultural matter. Because there is a wonderful authorities on the who sub-judice and he has not cited any of the authorities or principle. But if I may keep on this, the rule of sub-judice, Mr. Chairman, is not absolute. It's structured in such a way that one shall discuss a matter which is before court is likely to prejudice the outcome of the case. It is qualified in a manner that is likely to prejudice the outcome of the case. That is one. Two, to discuss a matter which is before a court of competent record, a court of judicature. If matters are before a disciplinary committee, for example, they are before a tribunal, they are before an LOC court,
I'm not suggesting this is one. But I request you take it before Mr. Chairman. I'm just giving an example. The rule of subjudice is not of universal application. It's about courts of judicature. Yeah. So if it's a matter for the general court martial, which is not a court of judicature, which is not a court of competent record, we ought to have come prepared with authorities to stretch the application of that rule, the proceedings here. And I make those submissions well advised that they are both authorities that we are not expecting any praise. But that's it, Mr. Chairman. Again, the rule does not ban anyone, not even advocates, not even members of the public, to discuss decided cases. He talked about our continuing pronouncement of the trial of civilians before the general court martial. There is a court decision to that effect. So it's not a matter which is sub judice, whether civilians should be tried before a general court martial or not. It's a decided matter. If he interested himself in the decision of look at a copy of which Council can show him, we have a very big decision. It is there, a huge one about that. So if we are interpreting a decision of the Constitutional Court, we are not breaching any rule of subjudice. I am at liberty at any given moment, any given time, any given forum to interpret the decision of the Constitutional Court. I breach no law. What is pending before the Supreme Court is the appeal. So if I make a demand that the Chief Justice should render the decision which has been long overdue, with the commitment that was made in a ruling that I can share with you, I have a copy here, Mr. Chairman. Get me a copy. I am breaching no rule whatsoever. So if I read out, and these are things, these are matters we have said time and again on media and elsewhere. And this ruling here, Mr. Chairman, is the Attorney General versus Honorable Michael Kabasikuruka. The Honorable Chief Justice here and the Justice of the Supreme Court, in decision number 4, they say, owing to the matter in contention for which the appeal has now been filed, with public importance, the appeal shall be accorded urgency and shall be immediately fixed for hearing, dated the 5th August 2021. So, Mr. Chairman, when we stand out in the public and demand that the Chief Justice should honor the dictate of this ruling, the decision they made that this appeal should be disposed of expeditiously, we are actually asserting the rights of Ugandans in the Bill of Rights in Chapter 4. As matters touching the Constitution, matters touching personal liberties, rights, take precedence over any other matter. So these are the issues we have been discussing, and by now, the point I wanted to emphasize, the position of court now, which has not been set aside, and which we can freely discuss, is that this honorable court has no jurisdiction to try civilians. That is the decision of the Constitutional Court, which has not been set aside. So if I repeat it, I'm breaching no law, and no court can stop me from saying that. So that is as far as that issue is concerned. The other issue is talking about, and the last one, is about, again, matters in the public domain. Mr. Chairman, we are really shocked that the prosecutor here is talking about the defense when indeed trying this matter in the court of public opinion, getting audio clips which are purported in the site emanating from UPDF, being given transcribed verbatim in one of the dailies here and a number of other media houses. This is prejudicial to this matter. Actually, it is choreographed to condition the public out there and the international community that these accused persons here stand guilty. Contrary to the foundation of our constitution that thou shall not be treated as a convict until proven otherwise. Now the state is already trying them in the court of public opinion, and he has not come out to condemn that and to ask any application for court to restrain them. What a shame. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to conclude by asking that those issues he's raising shouldn't be entertained. Here, what needs to be done at this material time is for us to have the team of lawyers, because we are still considering preliminary matters. Those are the preliminary matters we raised. We want to constitute our team fully and be able to proceed with the matter as and when we are ready to proceed. So I beg, Mr. Chairman, that the application he has raised, and for me in particular, you see, he mentioned my name, and I wish he cited anywhere where I featured and offended the rules, but that is besides the point. But if I may also ask him, as I conclude, Mr. Chairman, is he asking for orders to SKU debate worldwide? Because this matter is no longer respected in the conference of Uganda. It is on CNN, on Al Jazeera, on KKT, everywhere being discussed. So, of what I don't know, the confines of the orders, whether this General Court Martial has got orders to order the world never to talk about Dr. Besigye case until a decision is rendered. So that would be really outrageous with all due respect. It would be absurd and it shouldn't be entertained. I beg to move in such a
I will be very peaceful and like the wandering Jew that raised these matters. One, media has media freedom. We are not going to discuss it. If people didn't understand it, it's too late. Pastors, going to a pastor is a function of religious freedom. It's outlined in the Constitution. It's a human rights in the line. Going to witchcraft, if I wanted witchcraft, I would have gone to Raphael. I didn't. Where to take grievances, yes, I know. Press ups, I want to be healthy. I don't want to look like some people. About the profession, yes, I'm an honorary member of the profession, and on civil society, the Uganda Law Society has recognized me. About rhetoric, I know we can't get into poetry. We are here to discuss law. So I still leave the rhetoric to him. The word promulgated means bringing into effect. Laws are promulgated. I don't know what I am not responsible for the inability of the prosecutor to understand what I'm saying. I am not responsible. There are some things that on prayers of respect, that one I will not dignify the comment. On prejudice, he needs to address himself to Article 29 of the Constitution before he submits on prejudice. He hasn't. Has he? No. The charge sheet, yes, is a public document because there is an assumption that a quasi-tribunal is a public body whose documents can be shared. We shall continue sharing charge sheets in WhatsApp, with media, on my Twitter, even there, you will not remove it. And we shall debate it. Abduction, it is a fact, you can't reply for it. You abducted. The people here, these two people are a product of extraterritorial abduction and extraordinary rendition. Those are the English terms. if any breakdown is needed, I am ready. These are victims of abduction, of heinous kidnapping. They are here because some soldiers committed crime in Kenya on the 16th of November. Those soldiers have not been brought to book, and tomorrow I'm going to write to the CDF, give me names of the criminals who brought Besigye and retired here in a breach of Kenyan law, of Ugandan law, and East African Community law, and the African Charter of Human and People's Rights, and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, on the Convention Against Torture, and other legal instruments. Raphael will not stop that. That's the discussion between me and the CDF. It's about you. Kidnapping, abduction are crimes under the laws of Uganda. No member, once it's solved, no citizen of Uganda should be here to drum support for kidnapping and abduction. The duty of anyone who has witnessed abduction in community detention is to report to police or appropriate authorities. This should be the last time that someone is rising in this court in this method tribunal to support abduction. We should all condemn it. The memoranda he was trying to read is a secret. There is no law which is separate. Laws must be gazetted. Whatever you're reading is null and void. Indeed, these are older men. The last time I checked, Besigye was around 68. Rotary was crossing nearby. So if you are going to hold old men standing for these hours as lawyers under the law, or what looks like law, it's going to be unfortunate. I mean, what looks like in the case of Raphael. It is also unjust that our colleagues, we have raised it, we are unable to proceed further because we cannot proceed when our colleagues have nowhere to sit. It vindicates those who say that this is a kangaroo court. Kangaroo means unfair in case someone doesn't understand it, and I know who will not understand it.
Mr. Chairman, just to say this, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, the prosecutor is inviting you to restrain our freedom of speech without any evidence, without any justification, without any basis. He is blackmailing us, Mr. Chairman. I believe you have heard from his statements, attacking even our conduct from outside this tribunal, Mr. Chairman. For instance, when he cited the press-ups which were made by my learned friend. Mr. Chairman, I invite this tribunal to treat his submissions as mere statements from the bar. The same should be disregarded as being without procedural or evidential value. Mr. Chairman, overrule the prosecutor. Mr. Chairman, don't grant the orders he's seeking. Mr. Chairman, the prosecutor is inviting you to infringe the provisions of the Constitution. Mr. Chairman, you and your tribunal must uphold the provisions of the Constitution. Mr. Chairman, we are not at that level where we may be considered to have moved against the principle of res judice. Mr. Chairman, I beg that you disregard all the prayers made by the prosecutor. I beg to rest.
Mr. Chairman, with all due respect to the state here, I made a comment about the discipline and how we are mistreated at the entrance, and he claims that it is because of our conduct, which is not clear. We are told to identify ourselves. We do identify ourselves before we access these premises. This is a public court. As we speak now, you can look at the men here in uniform without name tags, even when the space is provided for. We are here, they have introduced ourselves as you have name tags on your uniforms. Why are they here? Our security here should be paramount as a public place.